Yo, what's going on? I'm here to show you the beat and the mixing project file for the song Ruthless, which is Jack featuring Caspr, produced by Zoot I off of Feverbrecht. Let's jump into it. So we started off this beat by using this sample, which is Resident Evil 4 Save Room theme. I love Resident Evil music, and I was listening to that on a walk like a freak, and I really liked how it sounded. I thought, let's sample that shit. We probably started off with the clap here with it. Really simple, but we added on these layers here, right? That has some pretty cool stuff on it here. It has got this EQ, this crystallizer, LFO tool, reverb, EQ, more LFO tool. Freaky stuff there. Putting it in LFO tool after the reverb definitely makes some interesting sounds. This beat, I really wanted to accentuate certain beats because I play the drums in real life, not in this virtual life that I exist in eternally, and I wanted there to be like kind of like a break on the first beat, 1E and a 2, and on the 2 I wanted the crash to hit. So if we listen to the, that percussion so far, it's like this, 1 and 2, instead of hitting on the 1, right? We have 3 different 808s here. There's reverse sub, and then it leads into the main 808, which is right here. And a third sub. And I honestly never really do this, but on this beat we did. And then we have a sample of like gore being squished I found on Splice. That's kind of fun. And then after 8 bars or something like that, then we have some extra percussion come in that sounds like this. Altogether, percussion-wise, this is what we're working with here. Cool. Here's like some toms that Jack added. Super J-ified. And then we have some extra instruments that we also added, and we tried like 3 different occasions, 3 completely different nights to add more instruments, and couldn't find anything that really matched the vibe of the sample, but we came with this. Sounds really cool. And then we also have these instruments over here for this section where the sample gets half-timed. So we'll play that with the sample. Just serum and omnispheres. Really clean sounding. Alright, so that's for the beat. Let's move on to the mix. I've been hitting the gym. Well, it's YouTube's 20th birthday celebration. It's a long time coming, YouTube. Alright, here's the FLP where we recorded mixed it. This looks overwhelming, doesn't it? Yeah, it overwhelms me too. There's a lot of punching in, a lot to sort through. Thankfully, Jack will sort it through for me because I don't want to. I'm like, dude, can you just do that for me so I don't have to like stress about all this clutter? So we have the main vocals consolidated here and here. So I just had to focus in on that, make that sound good, and everything else would fall into place with the beat. The beat's right here at the top. Let's listen really quick for like 10 seconds to the main vocals.
It was too great to be real. I should've known that it was too great to be true. Wasn't it? Wasn't it? If the shoe fits, it could still give your feet blisters. So ruthless. You had.
So let's look at the main vocal bus. We have a main and an ad-lib track, and they're both being routed into the all vocals bus. So we can, mix the mains, mix the ad-libs separately, and then have them come together on the all vocals. And then that's what we do, like majority of the compression. So they're compressed together. So on the main, a limiter to catch any peaks, RX8 mouth D-click to prevent any clicks and pops when you're punching in. Big Pro Q here, doing some work.
It was too great.
Dynamic EQ on those low mids. Why? Some parts of a vocal, if you'll be singing a higher part of your range, if you cut the lows out of that, it'll sound thin. But then if you sing lower on your range, we'll need to cut those lows, right? If it's too much. So a dynamic EQ can be good if you have a very dynamic vocal performance and you don't want to just like use 2 EQs and automate one off for this part, automate one off for this part. Use just dynamic EQ if you can't find the sweet spot, and it'll click. I really need to upgrade to Pro Q4. This is a Caspr EQ that's only automated on when he's doing his thing, LFO tool, which is weird. I don't know why we do that. It's Jack's thing. EQ here, boom, 4,350 hertz. A little more EQ. Back to them all vocal. Another Pro Q3.
It was too great.
Turn it off just to see.
I should've known that it was too
Sounds a little heavy.
great to be true.
That sounds more like a vocal. RCompressor, 8 milliseconds attack time, 2.49 ratio. Decent amount of gain reduction, like decent. Soothe, sound goodizer, only on 4%. Don't be deceived. That shit can be deadly. Maximus, don't even know it. I don't even want to get into that. Fruity limiter, catching more peaks. Look at this.
It was too great to be real. I should've known that.
Just giving it a little bit of a haircut. On the ad-libs, there's not much different. RX8 mouth D-click again. Another Pro Q, just a little bit different. More EQ, cutting more lows. It can be nice to cut out more lows from the ad-libs so that sit higher and further away than the main vocals in the mix. More EQ, giving it a haircut, giving it a fade, low taper.
You feel like a seizure, got me fluttering my eyelids. Sipping on some red, I think my cup is like a hydrant. Made me feel some type of way, don't know how to define it. Breathing, baby, yeah, you made me feel dumb.
You guys want to hear what it sounds like without any effects? Damn, I'm gonna expose him. Let's do Jack.
If the shoe fits, it could still give your feet blisters. So ruthless. You had all the strings in your head, you're the one that had to.
If that doesn't make you want to send me money to mix your song, I don't know what would. This is with it on.
If the shoe fits, it could still give your feet blisters. So ruthless. You had all the strings in your head, you're the one that had to pull them.
Alright, a master. SSL compressor. Just barely moving, but if you go to that part with the toms that Jack added, it starts fucking, there's so much bass information there. Look what happens with the compressor here. It's being hit and hit and hit, and then you can hear it. You can hear the limiter pumping. If you look at the Pro L2 I have, but it sounds cool. Like, it's definitely a to taste thing, but it like makes it more like emotionally charged because it's moving the mat. It's like literally moving air, moving the speaker. EQ on the master here. Nothing more than a decibel in any given place, decibel and a half. But if you look at it in this 3 decibel range, it looks a lot more dramatic. It's not that dramatic. But when you're EQing the master, use this function. Size it down or make it big and look at the overall, you know, what are we working with? No, just small cuts on the master. You don't want to be too aggressive with that. Off. On. It's like wavy, like you're surfing, getting down. We mastered this with all the other songs for Feverbrecht in a different FLP, so you're not seeing the entire picture. You have to send me $50 if you want to see the entire picture. I'm just kidding. But if you want to join the Illuminati and the Freemasons, you got to pay up. And before, dude, he went missing 2 days later because he said the wrong shit on cam. Reverbs. Doubler. Must do. Relatively small plate here. 1.6 decay time. Super fast delay. It sounds really wacky if I turn it up. Right there, right? If I turn it up, you'll hear it.
Feed 5-4. Capsules in the dresser just to feed my tone.
You can use that to make your vocals have a little bit more texture, and they'll be a little bit bigger and wider and more powerful, more to them. It's like flutter echo kind of sound. And then we have a quarter note delay too.
Feed 5-4. Capsules in the dresser just to feed my tone. I know.
You gotta fuck with that too. I probably just fucked up this mix. That's okay. I saved a new version. Save a new version every time you mix a song. You'll have lots of versions to comb from. All right, cool. So if you like that, let me know. If you want to see a different song, let me know. If you want to hit me up in the DMs to get tutored, to get lessons, to pay for a mix, to pay for a master, to buy beats, hit me up. My Instagram is one safeguard on the screen now. Hit me up. Thanks for watching.